In a bustling city, there's a hero unlike any other, Captain Clutz. Picture a superhero with all the best intentions, but an uncanny ability to turn even the simplest rescue into a comedy of errors. This is Captain Clutz, the well-meaning defender of a city that's always buzzing, always moving. His days are filled with earnest attempts to save the day, yet often he stumbles into creating more chaos than calm. And so begins another day of misadventures for our earnest but clumsy hero. Now you may wonder, how did someone as clumsy as Captain Clutz become a superhero? Well, it was a classic case of wrong place, right time. Picture this, an eccentric scientist, a bizarre experiment, and our soon-to-be hero tripping into a vat of super juice. Yes, you heard it right. Despite his two left feet, Captain Clutz wanted nothing more than to be a hero. And with his newfound powers, Captain Clutz set out to save the day, one clumsy step at a time. Let's peer into a day in the life of our bumbling hero. Beneath the shining sun, Captain Clutz embarks on his daily mission of superheroism. Imagine a man with superpowers, a heart of gold, and a unique talent for turning the simplest tasks into hilarious escapades. Each morning he greets the day with his signature enthusiasm, ready to face whatever chaos awaits him. Now, Captain Clutz isn't your typical superhero. His attempts to harness his superpowers often lead to more chaos than calm. Picture him trying to fly only to crash into a billboard, or attempting to rescue a cat from a tree only to get himself stuck instead. It's a symphony of slips, trips, and falls that would make even the most stoic of us chuckle. But it's not all calamity and commotion. There are moments of unexpected heroism too. Like when he inadvertently stops a robbery while trying to buy a sandwich, or when he saves a falling piano by being the one it lands on. In the midst of the pandemonium, Captain Clutz remains steadfast. He dusts himself off after every blunder, his commitment to doing good never wavering. Each stumble, each misstep only serves to fuel his determination to be the hero the city needs. Despite the chaos, Captain Clutz never loses his spirit. His clumsy charm is a testament to the fact that even in the face of adversity, one can find a reason to smile. Every hero has a nemesis, and Captain Clutz is no exception. Meet the mastermind of mischief, the virtuoso of villainy, the sultan of sneakiness, Slippery Sid. Now, Sid is no ordinary adversary. He's cunning, crafty, and most importantly, he's got the uncanny knack for predicting Captain Clutz's every blunder. And let me tell you, there's never a shortage of those. Now picture this, Captain Clutz, in all his clumsy glory, ready to thwart Sid's dastardly schemes. But oh, the irony. Our well-intentioned hero, with his unique brand of clumsiness, often ends up doing most of Sid's work for him. Whether it's tripping over his own cape, mistiming his super jumps, or just plain old forgetting which button fires his lasers, Captain Clutz is a villain's dream come true. But here's the twist. Despite all his foibles, and the countless times he's inadvertently given Sid the upper hand, there's something endearing about Captain Clutz. It's his unwavering determination, his dogged persistence, and that infectious optimism of his. He's like that underdog you can't help but root for. And that's what makes their showdown so unpredictable and downright hilarious. So, while Slippery Sid may think he's got the upper hand, he's missing one crucial point. Captain Clutz, for all his clumsiness, never knows when to quit. Their rivalry continues, with Captain Clutz always bouncing back for more. Captain Clutz isn't alone in his adventures. He's got a loyal sidekick, Sergeant Stumble, who, true to his name, is as clumsy as Captain Clutz himself. But don't let the name fool you. When the chips are down, Sergeant Stumble has a knack for turning a stumble into a victory dance. It's a 1-2 punch of hilarity and heroism. Then there's Miss Marvelous, the love interest. She's skeptical of Captain Clutz's antics, but supportive nonetheless. She's the voice of reason in a world of chaotic superheroes, and her wit is as sharp as her intellect. Her interactions with Captain Clutz are a whirlwind of banter and blushing, a romantic comedy subplot in this comedic adventure. And let's not forget the citizens of our bustling city. They're quirky, they're eccentric, and they're utterly dependent on Captain Clutz for protection. There's Granny Gumption, who bakes cookies for Captain Clutz every time he saves her cat from a tree, which happens more often than you'd think. And then there's little Timmy, a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed fanboy who thinks Captain Clutz is the coolest thing since sliced bread. These characters, each with their unique quirks, bring color to Captain Clutz's world. Their interactions with him, filled with humor and heart, form the backbone of our superhero's story. Together, they navigate the ups and downs of superhero life. Being a superhero isn't all glory, especially for Captain Clutz. His earnest efforts to save the day often spiral into a series of slapstick blunders. Picture this: he swoops down to apprehend a purse snatcher, only to trip over his own cape, sending both him and the culprit tumbling into a conveniently placed pile of cardboard boxes. Or consider the time he tried to extinguish a blaze with his super breath, but ended up blowing the fire truck clean off the scene. Yes, these are the epic failures of Captain Clutz, a superhero who might need a little saving himself. Yet in the midst of these chaotic misadventures, there are moments of unexpected triumph. Once, in a bizarre twist of fate, Captain Clutz's clumsy stumble caused a domino effect, toppling a row of street lamps onto a gang of unsuspecting robbers. Another time, his misguided super leap accidentally catapulted him straight into a runaway hot air balloon, allowing him to rescue its panicked passenger. The city might shake its collective head at Captain Clutz's blunders, but they also cheer his improbable victories. He's a testament to the saying, even a broken clock is right twice a day. But don't write off our clumsy caped crusader just yet. In his own unorthodox way, Captain Clutz reminds us that failure is often the stepping stone to success. Yet, in the most unexpected moments, Captain Clutz proves his worth. Through his misadventures, Captain Clutz embarks on a journey of self-discovery. Every stumble, every faceplant, each oops moment forms a stepping stone on his path to personal growth. It's not a linear journey, mind you. It's more like a dance. 2 steps forward, 1 tumble backward, a slide to the left, a hop to the right, and an occasional pirouette into a lamppost. But with every bruise, each dent in his pride, Captain Clutz learns a valuable lesson. He learns to embrace his flaws, to turn his clumsiness into a unique strength. He discovers that his biggest blunders often lead to unexpected triumphs. And in those moments of redemption, when his determination and heart shine brighter than any superhero cape, Captain Clutz earns something more valuable than any medal or trophy. He earns the respect and admiration of the city he loves so dearly. Captain Clutz proves that even the clumsiest hero can earn respect. In a climactic showdown, Captain Clutz faces his nemesis. The city holds its collective breath as our quirky hero squares off against his cunning adversary. You can almost hear the silent prayer, "Oh, please don't let him trip over his cape again." But Captain Clutz, bless his heart, is as unpredictable as a cat in a yarn store. Just as you think he's going to make another epic blunder, he pulls off a move so astounding it leaves everyone gobsmacked. Yes, even the villain. There's a moment of stunned silence, then, as if on cue, Captain Clutz trips over his own feet, sending him tumbling right into the villain and, would you believe it, knocking him out cold. It's chaotic, it's unexpected, and it's absolutely perfectly Captain Clutz. And once again, Captain Clutz saves the day in his own clumsy way. In the end, Captain Clutz's journey is one of resilience and heart. His antics, as chaotic as they were, made us chuckle, and his heartwarming moments reminded us of the superhero within us all. Through mistaken identities, property damages, and costume malfunctions, he stumbled, bumbled, and fumbled his way into our hearts. For all his clumsiness, Captain Clutz teaches us the importance of perseverance, resilience, and embracing our imperfections. Because let's face it, who among us hasn't tripped over their own cape every now and then?